There's been a flurry of reaction to comments made by Justin Trudeau while he was on a visit to BC. The leader of the federal Liberals says he supports legalizing marijuana. Asha Tomlinson is tracking all the reaction from our newsroom. So Asha, what are people saying?
Well, Sarah, before we get to the reaction today, let's take another look at the comments made by Liberal leader Justin Trudeau in BC that's really set off this lively debate.
I'm actually not in favor of decriminalizing cannabis. I'm in favor of legalizing it, tax and regulate. It's one of the only ways to keep it out of the hands of our kids, because the current war on drugs, the current model is not working. We have to use evidence and science to make sure that we're moving forward on that.
And with those comments, a flurry of reaction, especially from Conservative Party members, including Jason Kenney, the Employment and Social Development Minister, now saying just got an email from head of Adolescent Drug Treatment Center, furious with Justin Trudeau for demanding marijuana legalization. He uses the hashtag and the word irresponsible. We're also seeing the Conservative Party of Canada, another Conservative voice, Jenny Byrne. She's the Director of Political Operations, and she puts it quite simply. Trudeau shows again he doesn't have judgment to be PM. So taking a shot there at Trudeau because of these comments. As well, Justice Minister Peter MacKay was asked about Trudeau's comments in a news conference by the media today, and here's how he responded.
I find it quite strange, frankly, that Mr. Trudeau would be talking about legalization as a priority at this time. Our government has no intention of legalization. I would think that Mr. Trudeau should look at other areas in which we can end violence and end drug use and end this societal ill.
Of course, Asha, our viewers are also weighing in on this. I put this out on Twitter, and I got one recently from Todd Besant, who says he thinks Trudeau would get better traction if he went with a statement along the lines of the state has no business in the rec rooms of the nation. What are you seeing?
Well, we're certainly seeing mixed reaction on both sides, of course. And we asked our viewers, like you mentioned, what they think to send us an email. Here's what some of you had to say. One viewer writes, he wants to legalize it now because he sees votes in it. Wonder where those voters were for him last year when he voted for mandatory prison time for possession. Henrik says it is reassuring to see Mr. Trudeau come out with progressive and thoughtful policy ideas about cannabis. His statement that policy should be evidence-based is especially welcome. And Rick Curry says this: as far back as the Ledane report, marijuana decriminalization and or legalization was found to be a wise social policy. I do not smoke, but am abhorred by the jail sentences afforded young people, the resources associated with the failed policy of deterrence, and the amount of money being funneled to criminal organizations. It is time some sanity prevailed in this area. In case you're wondering, the Ledane report was a report commissioned back in the late 60s, early 70s by the Canadian government, looking into the non-medical medical use of drugs. Sarah.
Thanks, Asha.
You're welcome.